Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We have ourselves another MLM Top Fails.
I'm so excited!
This time it's primarily the BODi, previously known as Beachbody partners, and one interesting exchange with an Arieyl consultant. So we're gonna get right on into it, but first, we need a disclaimer. Okay, now that that is out of the way, if you are not new here, you know that we have one more piece of housekeeping that we need to get out of the way. You also know that you can go ahead and skip right ahead to the reaction by finding it on the bar here. It will say reaction starts here.
See you on the flip-flop.
Or you can go on down to the description and find the section where the chapters are and click on the timestamp that says reaction starts here. Now, if you are new here, please give this a listen at least one time. I will make it as quick and painless as I possibly can. I do not blur the names or the faces of the individuals that I am reacting to in my videos. This does not mean that I am encouraging anybody to go and seek these individuals out and send them hateful messages or mean comments. That is never the intention of my content. My content is meant to be educational, but most of all, entertaining. So let's all do our part and keep it that way. And with that, we're gonna get the into it. First up, we have a BODi partner who is talking all things nutrition. To be a BODi partner, you don't even have to have any kind of credentials or training in the nutrition realm, but they're allowed to be out here giving nutrition advice like this. Let's see what she has to say.
What is done, but I need to get on the treadmill. But I wanted to talk to you about our nutrition programs and where I was when I started before I dabbled into these. So nutrition wasn't good. I was kind of all or nothing. I would just eat, and then be like, okay, I can have a salad tomorrow and I will lose 10 pounds. And then eat. I just didn't, it was that vicious cycle of struggling, of trying to figure out how to get it in. And then I would track on like, what was the app, MyFitnessPal, which was good. But then I would be like too over the top, like, oh my God, a Hershey Kiss is 20 calories, it's like I could only have one. And so I was too extreme. And when I started digging deeper into the nutrition programs, I learned so much that I can carry into my life. So I've done the portion containers, I've done the reset where it's a vegan 3-week plan, and that I felt the best of my life.
Those are two of the most highly restrictive diets you could possibly do. As somebody who's struggled with her weight for her entire life and has gone through training to be a certified nutrition coach as well as a certified personal trainer, I would highly recommend against either of these diets. The first diet she referred to was the 21-day fix, which is the diet that BODi has that Autumn Calabrese had put together years back. And what you do when you go on this diet is you restrict yourself to these small containers of each food portion. You get a certain amount of each color, and each color is something different. So you have your carbs, your fats, your protein, your fruits and veggies. All of those things have a different color with these containers. So that's what she's referring to. But you're so restricted to what you can have. And not to mention, there are some foods that are shaped a certain way that may not fit in a container. So you kind of have to eyeball things.
It won't fit, butthead.
And it's just a very stressful diet to do because you also have to bring these containers everywhere with you. Say you're going out to eat, you have to bring your containers so you can measure out everything that is on your plate. And that is just, in my opinion, and from what I've learned in the different educational routes that I've taken, whether it be in medical assisting school or in the certification program to be a nutrition coach and personal trainer, it is just not good to do that to your body. It is not helpful to do that to somebody who has been yo-yo dieting for years. And the same goes for vegan diets. If you are not in a dietary restriction in the sense that if you don't only eat vegan, then you are going to, end up in the hospital, or you're having an adverse reaction to something when you're not eating a vegan diet. It is not something that you should or need to be doing. It is another very, very, very restrictive diet. You can't have any kind of animal products, so you have to look at every single label. Volunteer voluntarily, when you don't actually have to do that. If you eat nutrition-packed foods and you're mindful of your hunger cues and you drink a lot of water and you know how to fuel your body, then these are highly unnecessary diets, and they're just a way, in my opinion, for BODi and the BODi partners to make more money and profit off the backs of people who are feeling vulnerable and want to get healthy and lose weight. This is not the route to do it. I would highly recommend not talking to a BODi partner and instead talking to a physician, a nurse practitioner, a registered dietitian, a nutrition coach who is certified in a legitimate program, somebody like that that knows what they're talking about. Not individuals who have paid money to get a join kit through an MLM who now think that they know all things nutrition and fitness. That's not the route to go. But anyway, let's hear what else she has to say.
Love doing. So the reset I've done 3 times and have learned enough to carry into my daily life. That's the salad that I eat almost every day that I just love and feel so much better when my nutrition is on point. The one that I follow now, these are the different ones, is the mindset one, where you really just learn, you watch a series of videos and learn how to, get your water in, eat your veggies most. Yes, have your pizza, have your cake, have your burger, but try to have a salad first. And it's really just an intuitive way of learning how to eat. So following that one, I'm getting a little bit better after kind of the holiday.
Okay, that I personally have no problem with.
Oh, with your bad self.
I also don't know exactly what they're saying in that video, so there could be some things that maybe aren't the best advice, but if they're working through their mindset with food, that is a very important thing to do when you're trying to get healthy. You have to learn your hunger cues. You have to know how to sit with yourself and be like, am I bored or am I actually hungry? Or am I thirsty? Do I need some water? Like, those things are very important, and I think that's important to incorporate into your health journey. So honestly, I think it's not a bad thing that BODi partners are talking about that piece of it. I just hate that there is the monetary pyramid scheme attached to it. It's gross. Like, you can find those things for free on YouTube. If you're working through a health journey, you can find credentialed people who are registered dietitians, who are therapists, who are doctors, who have the credentials and know what they're talking about, that you can go and turn to for those mindset things that you need to learn or relearn or unlearn when you're working through your health journey. You don't have to turn to unqualified BODi partners and give them your money to do that. You can do it for free.
Days and everything settled down. I'm kind of at about 70-30 right now, but really try to be about 80-20, where it's like, yes, I'm still going to have the treats and the seltzers and the beer, but really be good, dial it in when I can. So there are just different options. And if you have any questions about how nutrition works, how the programs work, there are a series of videos. I'd love to chat more. I'll drop a link below. Certainly DM me with any questions, but if you keep going forward, I don't know which way it's going to be. Go forward for the next slides that will explain a little bit more, and just always reach out if you have any questions. See you later.
And then it leads up to her slide for her January challenge group.
And there it is. There it is.
Opening enrollment for 8 women to join my January big energy group. I don't know if it's the same as it used to be when I was taking part in Beachbody activities. I had to buy into some kind of program. It was right before the on-demand started. So I had to buy into a program to get into the group. And typically that's what you have to do. Like, you have to be on Shakeology or doing the BODi on demand, or you have the bike or whatever it is. You have to have given them some kind of money for that month to be in those challenge groups. So if that's the case, this is where it pisses me off. Like, you don't need to play on the vulnerabilities of people who are trying to get healthy and do it the right way, but don't know how to do it. I've been there. You don't know where to turn, and you're just like, well, this looks like a good choice. Let me go here, because they're all over the place talking to you all the time. These BODi partners are, but they don't know what they're talking about. And that's where I get so frustrated. Health is not a one size fits all thing. Vegan diets are not going to work for everybody. 21-day fixed diets are not going to work for everybody. And they like to play it like it is a one size fits all. And the same thing goes for their workout programs, where they think everything is going to work for everybody. Not to mention that most of their workout programs are so intense for the normal person that is not a high performing athlete.
Great workout, Sarge.
they're not necessary for people. But anyway, that's the end of my rant. That really kind of hit some nerves for me, obviously. We're going to move on to the next person. The next person has also been in some of my top fails videos. She's another BODi partner, and she always has some interesting things to say. She also takes a lot of pauses while she is talking, and I've mentioned before in my previous videos that I do cut her pauses out for brevity. So getting into that one.
Many of you have told me that you are inspired by our homeschool journey and wish that you too could homeschool your kids. But there's always one common objection to why you are not, and it is the financial piece. Being a BODi partner has allowed me to continue to stay home and homeschool my kids.
If you don't know, I am a homeschool mom. I homeschool my kids. If I tried to quit my job and stay at home to homeschool my kids when I was in the MLM world, I would not be in a good spot. I just wouldn't. MLM money, first of all, you have to be high up on the pyramid to make any kind of livable wage. So I'm curious as to what her husband does and if he is pulling most of the bills. I will also say, as a homeschool mom who makes a living as a content creator, as well as a YouTube manager for my clients, I would not be able to stay home and homeschool my kids and do what I do without my husband's income. Right now, where I am in my content creation and my YouTube management business, yes, I make a way more than I ever did in MLMs, but I also, especially in this economy, wouldn't be able to stay home with my kids if my husband wasn't working his job and bringing that money in. Like, that wouldn't be an option for me. And I feel like a lot of the MLM people out there who are in her position where she gets to stay home and homeschool her kids and work her BODi business, they glaze over that fact. Who's really paying the bulk of the bills? And also, would you even be able to make enough money to, in my opinion, supplement your husband's income if you didn't have a team? They don't answer those questions. Not here, at least.
It allows me the confidence that I didn't think I had before because I'm surrounded by other positive, like-minded, mostly women who are encouraging me and telling me not to focus on my doubts. So if you are having this homeschool journey tug at your heart, but are wondering, how are we going to make ends meet in doing so, maybe giving this opportunity a try is that missing link.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
I'm not going to guarantee that you are going to be making this life-changing income overnight, but if you start small practices now, it will compound into something bigger so that in the future you can replace what is needed and maybe even earn more than what is needed. There is like an insane amount of endless opportunities. I'm just gonna leave you with that. Please reply to this webinar if you want to hop on live or catch the recording.
Yeah, so she's going to get on a webinar and sell more false hope to these women who just want to be with their kids. And why? Why? You are a woman and a mom yourself, so why are you doing that to people? It's so frustrating to me. If you ever find yourself in the position where you do want to stay home with your kids and homeschool them, if that is the position that you want to be in, MLMs are not the route that's going to get you there. Please stay away from MLMs, specifically in this case, BODi. Okay, so this last one, like I said, is from an Arieyl consultant. I was sent an exchange by a subscriber, you know who you are, thank you so much, that fell into this Arieyl live stream on TikTok. And she was asking legitimate questions that should be asked about supplements like this, and she ended up getting blocked.
Shocked. We're all shocked.
Now, if you're not familiar with Arieyl, they are yet another health and wellness MLM, and they are similar to Amare in the sense that their focus is on mental health, and it's a very slippery slope, a very dangerous area to dabble in when you're not a certified professional to be dabbling in the mental health area. I have a few videos on Amare that I will link in the description if you're interested in hearing more about these mental wellness MLMs. But anyway, let's get into it.
So this is made up of berberine, nac, ginger root, oleo, and glucomannan. Those are all natural herbs, ingredients, things that grow from the earth, okay? Third party tested in an FDA approved lab. Pure freaking goodness. So this literally goes in and it helps you feel fuller longer. It helps with blood sugar balancing. It helps with appetite suppressing.
Mom,
helps with food noise.
I'm looking.
Okay. Helps with food noise. Food noise is when your body is, or your mind is like, you're hungry, you want a snack, you're like craving nachos, something sweet, and you can't satisfy that until you eat. This helps reduce that 100%. So this can help with the stubborn weight in areas that you can't get rid of. Mom life, I have a fupa, I have love handles. Like,
People are asking, how are there no side effects? Is it FDA approved? She hasn't answered either of those questions yet.
I have areas I need to work on, and I have literally lost 5 pounds in the first week. My bestie has lost 48 in the first 3 months. She was lucky enough to be the one who tested it for us, and I'm like, girl, what are you on? She's like, I can't tell you. I'm like, I need to get on that shit.
48 pounds in what? Excuse me?
Well, that doesn't sound safe at all.
That's an average of 4 pounds a week. Now, I don't know how large this individual was. If they're larger, that might, very strong, might make sense for them to lose 4 pounds a week. But in most cases, that is not a healthy or sustainable way to lose weight over the period of 3 months. 4 pounds a week, 16 pounds a month. That is so unhealthy. Somebody else said FDA. Let me see research. She still hasn't mentioned those questions.
So as soon as it launched, she's like, bitch, I told you. So it's literally incredible. So all that it is all natural, no side effects. You take 4 capsules a day. So you take,
I think she's like actively blocking people who are asking about the FDA.
2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, unless you're somebody who doesn't eat breakfast, then take 2 at lunch and 2 in the evening. And just drink it with water. It is a great fiber supplement as well, so that's what helps you make you feel fuller longer. It also helps with GI issues. So if you're somebody who struggles with IBS, colitis, those kind of things, this can help you, regulate things. Thank you guys for the follows. So this is called Oh Take My Pick, all natural alternative to Ozempic. No shots needed, no injections.
What the hell did you just say?
What did she say? She's claiming that this is the alternative to Ozempic. She's talking about the product called Take My Pick. Hey there, Editing Sam here, embarrassingly interrupting this video as I'm editing it because as I'm looking at the graphics, obviously this is called Oh Take My Pick, not Take My Pick, which I realized later in the video. But what I didn't realize is that the whole name is a play on Ozempic. So instead of Ozempic, it's Oh Take My Pick. And if you didn't realize that when you first saw the picture, you're not alone. I kind of feel like an idiot for not realizing that sooner, but that just makes this even worse. Okay, getting back into the video. Regular price says it's $95 but your price is $75. Still outrageous. Oh, as a VIP. If you're not a VIP, then it's $95. This is a weight loss and sugar balancing capsule. You're supposed to take 2 capsules in the morning with breakfast and 2 with lunch. And they claim that it does all of the things that Ozempic claims to do, which is curb appetite, boost metabolism, stabilize blood sugar, and aid in digestion. So this is a month's supply of a unregulated supplement from an MLM for $95. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put the ingredients up on the screen here. Now, I will say that some of these ingredients have shown in studies to help aid in weight loss. With that said, the supplement industry is not regulated. This MLM industry is also very, very loosely regulated. So these people can go around and make these ridiculous claims and cause potential harm to people. There are certain people who cannot take these types of ingredients ingredients. And because the representatives within Arieyl or any health and wellness MLM are not qualified to know that, they don't know this information, they don't pass this information along, then they're putting these people in danger, essentially. Not to mention that if people have questions about how they're feeling or maybe some symptoms they have or a medical condition that would cause them not to be able to take this supplement, they won't know that. They won't know to advise somebody what to do if they're having an adverse reaction. They won't know that somebody can't take it if they have a certain condition. They won't know any of these things. And that's putting these individuals at a super high risk. And it's a big issue because they're just given this basically a PDF of answers to give for frequently asked questions. And they can't expand more upon that because, like I said, they're not educated. Let's get back into this Ozempic pill MLM bullshit, shall we?
No copays, nothing like that. But now, if you guys want to order, I'm going to tell you run, don't walk, because we sold 10,000 units within the first 48 hours. We sold through our rush batch, and now we're on our third that ships on the 23rd. So this is hot, okay? It's hot on the market right now. Viral AF. So literally all you have to do.
Since it's hot today.
It's not hot, baby. We're under a wind advisory. Look at the Alexa. So this is literally run, don't walk. So if you go to where it says PCOS and mental health, click that, click my name again. It's going to take you to my main page. You'll see a little link in my bio. Click that. It's the first one listed. All you have to do is click VIP at checkout, and that's going to give you my personal discount of $20 to $35 off. So you're going to get it for 75 bucks. You're going to get it for 75 bucks.
It's each item.
Mm-hmm. So that is less than 60 cents a pill.
So she still has not answered the FDA questions. And she also, there was another question that just came up that said, what company is this with? I wonder if she'll answer. She probably will because the package is right there.
What company is this with? Chanel, this is with, it's called Arieyl. It's a company that I am with. It's called Arieyl. It's called Oh Take My Pick. So it's normally $100 for a month's price. So normally it's $95. But with my discount, I'm going to give it to y'all for $75.
That's a shit deal.
You just have to run up to where it says PCOS and mental health, make your way to my main page, and the link is in my bio. All that you have to do is click VIP at checkout. You don't need any special code or anything like that. So when we do VIP, that means it will be auto shipped monthly. No, Chanel, it's not going to be auto shipped. There's a little thing that says one-time purchase, $75. If you want to do the monthly, you click the one below it, and that's actually $70. Does that set up auto ship? No, it doesn't set up auto ship unless you click auto ship, which there's like a clear difference. All you have to do is click VIP at checkout. That doesn't mean it's going to be automatic. Sissy, what are you doing? Anybody else hopping on that's new that wants to hear about an all-natural alternative for Ozempic?
Stop calling it that!
Before I hop off, they are capsules, no injections. It is made in an FDA-approved lab. No, there are no supplements on the market that are FDA-approved.
Holy she keeps calling it all natural alternative to Ozempic. What are you saying? First of all, looked on their website. There is no proof that this is third-party tested. They have third-party testing for some of their other products. I don't know if they have it for all of their other products. For this product that they're charging $95 for and they're claiming is an all-natural alternative to Ozempic, it has no third-party testing. No links, none of it. Also, somebody said, you said it was FDA tested, right? It was made in an FDA approved lab. Doesn't mean even close to the same thing. Not even a little. Here's what that means. That the lab that is producing this product had to go through procedures to be FDA approved to be up and operating. That's it. They get inspected by the FDA. They do not inspect the products that they are producing. They don't approve the products that they are producing. That doesn't happen with supplements. Just because it was produced in an FDA approved lab, it doesn't mean anything. It was just produced in an FDA approved lab.
Marie, so this is a natural alternative to Ozempic. So this is going to help with weight loss, blood sugar balancing, helping with appetite suppressing, food noise, and help you lose stubborn fat.
Somebody else said some of the ingredients is not good to take if you're diabetic, correct? Such as glucomannan. I swear I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Some of the ingredients is not good to take if a diabetic, correct, such as glucomannan. This is a proprietary blend, so you just have to check with your doctor, but this is literally, there's nothing, like, it's not like you're just taking glucomannan by itself.
Yeah, but you're still taking it. Who does she think she is? You don't know. You could send them into diabetic ketoacidosis, which could be deadly for a diabetic. She could be doing that, and she doesn't even realize what the she's doing. I am infuriated now.
What is the ingredient? So it has berberine, NAC, ginger root, oleo,
I want to wash my
and
toys.
glucomannan. No, we're not washing toys.
Those are the active ingredients, and the way it's worded on the website makes me think that there are more ingredients, making it not all natural. And I cannot find the ingredient label on the website. It just says active ingredients. It doesn't show the picture of the label that's on the actual product. So I don't even know if that is fully like all natural like they're claiming it to be, because we need more info. Give us the full ingredient list, not just the key ingredients or active ingredients. What is used within the product?
So if somebody said, where do you buy? All that you do is you go up to where it says PCOS and mental health, click there. The link is in my bio. All you have to do is click VIP at checkout. That's going to give it to you for $75 instead of $95. So that's less than 60 cents a pill. Thank you guys for the follows. Ingredients: glucomannan, berberine, NAC, oleo, and ginger root. That's it.
Oh my God. Stop.
Ma'am, that is a pill that is bright purple. I have a hard time believing that those are the only ingredients. Give us the ingredients to make up the product, not just the active ingredients.
If you're somebody who doesn't like breakfast, take 2 in the afternoon and 2 in the evening. Money back guarantee. No, we have a happiness guarantee. Did Arieyl used to be called It Works? No. We do not. We are not It Works. No, no, no. How long have you been taking it? I have been on it for a week and I have lost 5 pounds. My best friend was the one who got to test it for us. Just ordered. Yay, I'm so excited for you. My best friend has been using it for 3 months and she lost 48 pounds. She was the lucky one that got to test it for us. What is the guarantee? So it's a happiness guarantee. If you're not happy with it, you can return it and you get credit back.
You don't get your money back, you get credit back. So you can't cancel your order. You have to pay for the product. Once it ships, you can return your product for credit, but not for money. You have to then use it for something else toward Arieyl. So deceptive.
Does it give you energy? I honestly feel more energetic, yes. No. Does it change your eating like Ozempic does? It doesn't necessarily change your eating. I just noticed that my portion sizes are smaller and I'm craving less. So in return, I'm not snacking as much. I'm not like, wanting things consistently. I'm not sitting here like, ooh, I want nachos and then like go get nachos. Or I'm not like, ooh, I want something sweet and go get a cookie. Like it literally is helping that so much. It's canceling out the food noise is what it's called. Any caffeine? No, there is no caffeine in this, Sarah. How many capsules are in the jar? So there is 120 capsules, so you get a month's supply.
She completely skipped over the question. Oh, so you get credit to go toward another product?
Now I want nachos. See? I haven't taken my capsule since last night before dinner, and I'm still not hungry. How much? So it retails at $95. You're going to get it for $75. All you have to do is click VIP at checkout. That's going to give, I'm trying to order, and it's at $95. So all you have to do is click VIP at checkout, keep going through the checkout process, and you'll see it reflect. It'll say 75. Is it safe for men as well? Yes. We have a guy who just lost 10 pounds the first week. Anybody else want me to go through the spiel one more time before I hop off? This is an all-natural alternative to Ozempic. No shots, no copay, no insurance, no telehealth call, nothing like that. Yes, okay.
Which is actually not a great thing. You should have a medical professional helping you make these decisions. You're putting a supplement into your body that could have an adverse effect on the medication you're taking, on your conditions. Say you do have diabetes, it could have an effect on that. What are we doing? Not having contact with a physician and not having to have that consultation about your medical history and things like that, that's not a flex. To have that is a good thing, because then the likelihood of what you're being prescribed working for you is higher, because the doctor or the medical professional that is guiding you there to take that thing knows what they're talking about. They know your medical history. They know the things that interact with different things. Like, why is this a flex?
Okay, awesome. What is it? All right, we're gonna do this one more time, so I'm gonna let a couple more people hop on. And then this mama's gotta get going. How long have people been taking it? Like I said, I have taken it for a week because that's how long we've had it out. But my best friend literally has been using it for 3 months and she lost 48 pounds. She was the one who got to test it for us. I'm on Mounjaro. Will it replace it? This could potentially replace that for you.
Oh my God. So if you're not familiar with Mounjaro, it's not the same as Ozempic, but it's the same class of medication as Ozempic. Ozempic is a semaglutide and Mounjaro is a name that I'm probably going to pronounce wrong, but it's tirzepatide. So she just told somebody who went to a doctor, who talked to a medical professional to get a prescription. You have to get a prescription for this medication. And this person who joined an MLM and thinks they know it all now about health and wellness and losing weight is telling her this could take you off of Mounjaro.
What the actual...
I am honestly at a loss for fucking words. I'm so frustrated.
Okay, so this is called Oh Take My Pick. This is an all-natural alternative to Ozempic. All you have to do is click VIP at checkout.
To the person who sent me this, thank you so much for responding to this person. She's saying don't stop taking any meds without talking to your doctor, which should have been her response. Not, it could possibly take you off Mounjaro. That should not have ever been her response.
The link is in my bio. You're gonna get it for $75, okay? So this goes in, it helps you feel fuller longer. Sorry, people's stuff is like popping up. 3 months is the longest somebody has taken it so far, yes. And it helps you feel fuller longer. This has berberine, NAC, ginger root, oleo, and glucomannan. So these are all natural ingredients, okay? Yes, it's good for diabetics.
Can you even say that? Right?
But I did look it up and it says that if you're diabetic, speak to your doctor before taking glucomannan, which is the first ingredient in this proprietary blend. And it says to speak to your doctor first because it can reduce the absorption of some diabetes medications.
This can help you with balancing your blood sugar and stabilizing this. This goes in and helps you feel fuller longer. It helps you with stubborn weight that you can't get rid of, helps you with appetite suppressing, helps with like your GI system, helping you become regular. If you've got IBS, colitis, that kind of stuff, it can help you become regular. Also helps with food noise. Food noise is when you're craving something and you can't get it to go away until you eat. Mom life, I'm fucking guilty of it. Like if I'm making my kids something, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna snack too. Like who knows when I'm gonna eat next? So I noticed myself that it cancels out the food noise. I literally, for the first time in my life, my brain is communicating with my stomach and it's like, do I need to eat? And then I'm like, no, I'm full. So I'm like, this is how my body's supposed to work. So my portion sizes are becoming smaller. I lost 5 pounds the first week, which this past week. And then, I've lost 120 pounds on Ozempic and I want to quit. It's ruined my GI tract. Oh my gosh, Emily. Okay, so go up to where it says PCOS and mental health. Click there. Click my name again. It'll take you to my main page. The link is in my bio. It's the first one listed. All you have to do is click VIP at checkout. That's going to give you my personal discount and make it $75 instead of $95. There's no crazy fees hidden, nothing, no auto ships, nothing like that. Can you take it while you're taking the shot too? I'm sure you can. This is all natural, so there's no side effects to this. Does it give you jitters? No, there's no jitters. There's no caffeine. Emily, you're so welcome. So yes, I'm gonna tell you guys, run, don't walk right now because we sold 10,000 units in the first 48 hours. This is a supply and demand. I'm sure as most of you know, yeah, babe. Tomorrow. I'm sure as most of you know, there's an Ozempic shortage because it was made for diabetics and a lot of people are just now taking it for weight loss and it's becoming a supply and demand. Like the diabetics are having a hard time getting it and insurance companies are only covering it for such a short time and this and that. Just ordered, can't wait. I'm so excited for you. Is it on Amazon? No, this is only linked in my bio. So like I said, run, don't walk because we sold 10,000 units in the first 48 hours. We sold through our second rush batch and now our next batch will ship on the 23rd. So all you have to do is click VIP at checkout and that's going to give it to you for $75. That is less than 60 cents a capsule because this is a month supply. No telehealth call needed, nothing. No insurance, no copays, nothing. Thank you guys for all the follows. So anybody else have any quick questions before I hop off?
It's 62 cents per capsule with her discount, but you have to take 4 capsules a day. Sorry, I'm peeling an orange for my son. You have to take 4 capsules a day, which means you're paying $2.48 for a supplement that is definitely not FDA approved, that you don't know whether or not it's going to have an adverse reaction with your medication, if you're even going to see the results. That is a lot of fucking money.
Because mom life calls and everything. Hi, Becca. Ordering today. Yay, I'm so excited for you. What does this do? I just joined. What is this? So this is an all-natural alternative to Ozempic. So yeah, babe, down 8 pounds this morning. Yes, Becca.
She has said it's an all-natural alternative to Ozempic so many times at this point.
All this does, so this is an all-natural alternative. This has glucomannan, berberine, NAC, oleo, and ginger root. So those are all natural things that grow from the God's given earth. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is third-party tested. This is going to go in and it's going to help you feel fuller longer. So it kind of coats the stomach lining. It can help with reducing your blood sugar and balancing that. It can also help with appetite suppressing. I'm noticing that my portion sizes are smaller, and not all natural products are safe though. Ours are third party tested. We literally focus and thrive and stand by quality over quantity. Our CEOs are fucking fantastic, and they will not put out a shitty product. They put so much work into us and what we do here that they know that there's a supply and demand and that people are being taken advantage of by big pharma. So we specialize in holistic health and wellness products. We put out good fucking shit.
So we're just supposed to go with what you're saying because you put out good fucking shit? Listen, Linda, there are drug dealers on the street corners dealing illegal drugs saying that they put out good fucking shit. That doesn't mean that it's all natural and amazing for your body.
Please hold. This is going to help silence food noise as well. I know Becca, if she's still on her, she can vouch for me on this too. So, food noise is when you're craving something and you can't get that feeling to go away until you satisfy it with food. Yes, we have other products too. So if you're sitting there and you're like craving nachos and you have to like get up and eat and to get that craving to go away, that's what food noise is. Or if you're eating breakfast and you're already like, okay, what are we gonna do for lunch later? That is me. Where can we see about the third-party testing? That would be on the site as well. It's called Arieyl.
Where is it?
It's not on the site. It's not on the site. I've looked like 3 times. I'm like, am I losing my mind? Is it here and I don't see it? It is not there.
What are the ingredients that make it work? Berberine, NAC, ginger root, oleo, and glucomannan. So this silences food noise. I've seen it firsthand. I lost 5 pounds the first week. Becca, who was just on here, she's down 8 pounds. And we have a guy who's down 10 pounds his first week. The lovely corporate staff that has been able to test this for us to make sure that everything is fantastic. One of them has lost 20 pounds their first month, and my best friend who got to test it for us, she lost 48 pounds in the first 3 months, and now she's down another 15 since we launched it. How long have you been on it? So I have been talking a lot about, there's no side effects. So, are you the creator? Can you tell us about the ingredients are pure? Yes, this is an all natural supplement. So these ingredients come from the earth. They're herbs. So this is berberine, NAC, ginger root, oleo, and glucomannan. Third party tested. These are literally the best thing I've ever had. This is called Oh Take My Pick. I'm not the creator of it, but it is our company. Just came in, heard all I need to. Where do I go to get this? Hannah, so all you have to do is go up to where it says PCOS and mental health, click my name again. The link is in my bio. It's the first one listed. All you have to do is click VIP at checkout. That's gonna give it to you for $75 instead of the $95 retail. Just a good old discount. All you have to do you prefer this or your pen? I use this more than I use my pen now. If I'm out at like the grocery store and I'm shopping and I can feel like I'm getting hungry, I'll hit on my pen a couple times, but that's it.
Oh dear, whatever will we do?
The person that sent me this, like I said, was screen recording this live and then got blocked by the creator because somebody said, is this like an MLM thing? And she said, yes. And then she blocked her. But thank you for sending me this. I think it's important to bring this to people's attention to see what's going on. She's claiming it's an all natural thing for Ozempic where it could actually hurt diabetics. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to hurt diabetics. It's not a fun thing to do. That's just mean, right? But I think it's time for a palate cleanser now. It's time for TikTok hates your MLM.
Oh, hey, can you put your dogs on a leash, please? I say this because I'm a nice person, but also because my dog will try to invite you into their pyramid scheme. He's part American Pit Bull Terrier, which is known for being aggressive in sales. With the impending recession, I cannot in good faith allow your dog to join one of his schemes.
Don't fall for dog MLMs. Don't fall for any MLMs. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.